Worst type of pain, brother, is not pain from physical exercise. It's not physical pain at all. The worst type of pain is when we are suffering from something that just cannot let us sleep. Something like uncovered potential, unused potential. And when we do feel that, that's the most painful experience that a human being can have. Because our most precious resource, brother, is time. And we have a certain amount of time, which is limited on this planet. And so we got to choose where we are allocating that. And so when we are not allocating that time towards the activities that bring the most out of ourselves, then we'll just start building up a pile of shit inside of ourselves, which will eventually be so big one day that it will just, we're just suffocating that huge shitstorm, And the idea here is that we can think about, hey man, life good, life, life is all great and all that shit, but we have a potential that we must max out, brother. We have something that is inside of ourselves. We just simply got this thing. And so every single time when you're not living with that thing, when you're just choosing to be your weakest version, when you're just choosing to be more chill, when you're choosing to be more, hey man, I do not want to do this today because I'm feeling like chilling it. Hey man, I do not really want to do that today because blah, 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 blah. Every single time like that, you're just simply choosing the easier path, meaning that you are just simply not maxing yourself out, brother. And so every single time like that, you have to understand that you are just simply sacrificing something, because time is our most precious resource and our most scarce resource. And with this in mind, we need to understand that we have to allocate our times wisely. We cannot just jump from activity to activity, It's like the sooner we realize that thing, that the better it becomes. And you know what? I will be just simply telling you a story. Why? How did I really get here, And I really want to share with you every single thing and every single pain inside of the story. So basically, I was really interested in business throughout all my life, and also I was super interested in music throughout all of my life, and also building little stuff like Sims and like SimCity, and just like building shit, like that was my one thing throughout all of my life. And so basically I would say three loves, but two love of my life. So very first one is music, the second one is business. And so most importantly, inside of business, building something and also communicating with people and selling, and which also includes perhaps marketing, but I would say the whole acquisition part. And so what really happened to me in 2022 is that I really decided that, hey man, I really have to do something with this shit. Back then I was very much into drop shipping, and I just started to try build up those drop shipping stores, and I really had a successful store. And after that I was working with that, building those stores and so on and so forth. And I had a fucking dream, I had a fucking dream that by 25 I would be building up a business which will be yielding me 100k a month. And so I just got to realize, my brother, that I'm not there yet. And so basically I was switching from e-commerce to agency, and after agency I was switching to basically a construction business, and after this construction business I switched back to agency again. And so this is the fourth switch that I've done throughout these 3 years. And if I would have been able to stick with one fucking shit, which would have been e-commerce, for example, then I'd definitely be a millionaire by this. Like in 3 years, you can definitely become a millionaire in e-commerce if you have the resources. I can come up with the excuse that I got out of the resources, meaning that I was testing up basically up all of my money, but that's just a fucking excuse. You can always get a loan if you're good, if you can talk. You can get an investor. It's like we are talking about 5-10k. It's like not the biggest amount. Then I switched to agency. I didn't stick with the agency because I got to realize that basically in my home country, what I've got to do is that I just don't want to do this. I don't want to do this in the construction industry. So what happened? I switched into construction industry so therefore I can understand business better. What happened after? I just got to realize that I do not want to do that shit. And so what is happening now is that I'm just inside, basically, I got back and I switched back to an agency, which is a solar marketing agency in the US. And I got to realize that I'm feeling again this huge temptation inside of myself that I have to switch. And like, why? I'll tell you why. I don't really feel like it. Lead gen sucks at this very moment. My CPL is like more than $100, which is like unacceptable. It's like unreasonable. I will not be able to profit on those services, so on and so forth. It also got boring. Like, I pretty much know all the fucking slang in the solar business. I've been doing this for 2 months and I haven't been able to make a sale yet. This goes on and on and on and on. And so my mind is just switching to it. Why? But because I'm just simply not good enough. I just simply cannot create enough value, and this is fucking reasonable. And so what I've got to realize is that I want to switch again. And 1 year from now, I can either be with this fucking business no matter what, and I will have a few clients for fucking sure that will be yielding me in a decent amount of money. Idea number one. Idea number two, I'm switching back to basically the construction thing, which I've just got a project signed, which is like almost like 10K, just from one project. I had to work like 2 hours with that shit. It's like, that's very, 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 very fucking handsome payment too. Or I will be just simply switching to this thing and starting everything from scratch. And so the point over here is that I really have to decide, brother. Do I want to switch with this? Do I want to switch again? And do I want to stick? And so if I'm sticking, which one will I be sticking? Because this is what we've got to realize, is that we just got the freaking tendency to switch, to jump. Why? Because we are getting emotional, we are getting excited about something, and we are just abandoning the path that we're supposed to be going on. And we cannot allow that thing for ourselves, Because that's where we are failing. Every single time. And so, no matter what might happen, if you really want to exceed in something, do you want to know how that looks like? You fucking suffer, bro. You fucking suffer because many times you do not know who the freaking hell to call with your questions. Many times you suffer because you don't have the mood for that. Many times you suffer because you look around yourself, and despite if you've been working 3, 4, 5 years on your fucking craft, you're still not successful. And now there's motherfuckers out there who went on college end up, like in a better position than you are, and so on and so forth. And so sometimes you just simply got the tendency for this imposter syndrome, which is you're just simply thinking lower about yourself than you really are. And so what is happening is that you just simply forget all of the freaking experience. That, hey, you know what? Like fucking 1 year ago, I didn't really know like how this whole thing works, and now I can really like go through a whole process of like building up a home, like a house. It's like I just got into the business. I just know the shit. Like I can manage to build a home fucking house. It's like, and that is a skill. It's like I can do that. I can have a company. I can be a home builder if I wanted. But I don't want to be a home builder. And so what I've got to realize is that I really want to take on this path and just go on this path. And so what is happening is that this is reality, brother. I just got to realize that we have to stick with this shit. And so every single time, we just simply have to be fucking cold and as rational as humanly possible. Because the colder we can become, the more rational we can become, the longer the picture we can see, the bigger the horizon will be for that. Cannot allow ourselves to be average. And with this video, I just really wanted to talk about, first, don't be fucking discouraged, brother, because you're going through shit. First. Second, you have to fucking go ahead and push through that shit every single time. And this is not my shit. I don't know what your shit is. I just had a conversation, a huge big conversation with my brother, and he's in medicine. He's studying medicine. It's fucking hard stuff. And he was like, man, like I'm struggling. Look around, like all these people are all around myself. Like these are all of my people. They are struggling. They are weed addict. They they have sleeping issues. They are using antidepressants and all the shit. Now we have to be like this. It's like, bro, who the fucking cares that life is easy? On the other hand, why do you have to have this lookout on this life? Why can't you just voluntarily take on the shit and be grateful that I can learn something, You don't even have to fucking think about your monetary stuff. You don't even have to think about anything. You have all the shit, like all the knowledge. Your only job is to fucking study the shit. It's the easiest fucking thing that you can do at Planet Earth, to fucking study. So what I wanted to do with, what I wanted to tell you this is that life is not easy for anyone, and all of you might be just simply going up with your own fucking special situation. You're fucking no one, brother. You're fucking no one, you know? And especially if you're watching this video, you're fucking no one. And up until the point that we are not able to, we are the same. Just get the freaking hell rid of your ego and just get into the grind. Shut the fuck up and start working, brother. And this is how it works. And this is not a popular advice, but this is the truth. You know, like this is what is gaining something inside of me, which is unbreakable, because I still have those shitty fucking days when I'm waking up depressed, when I'm waking up like I don't have purpose, that I'd rather go into the office and work on some other projects. Yes, I do have that. Now I'm waking my ass up and I start working on my business. Outreach calls, emails, websites, so on and so forth. So brothers, all of my love, go.